The busier we are, the more rest we need, right? The busier we are, the more stillness we need. We have to create that balance for ourselves. And we can write the to do list, we can feel the overwhelm, we can name it, we can jump right into bed and hope that we get a great night's sleep. And many of us won't because we'll do exactly what I just said, which is just like keep rewriting that to do list or thinking of new things to add to the to do list, perhaps. And so our invitation is what can we do to set ourselves up to sleep? Welcome. You are listening to Our Mindful Nature, formerly titled The Mindful Minute. I'm your host, Meryl Arnett. This podcast explores the deep connection between land and self through nature-based meditations and meditative experiences that invite us back into belonging to each other, to our ancestors, to the earth, and to all beings that make up this universe. If you would like to access these meditation practices as standalone audio files, please subscribe to my newsletter at merylarnett.com. It's free, and you'll receive a new mini meditation each week, along with behind-the-scenes content and bonus material for each podcast episode. All right, grab a cup of tea, pop in your headphones, and find a comfy seat. Let's settle in for today's episode. All right. Welcome, my friends. Happy Monday evening. I'm glad to practice with you this evening. And last night, true story, Sunday is always just as it is, I'm sure, for every person on the planet, just a wee bit hectic. Like we're scrambling to make sure we have clean clothes for the day, for the week, and get our school bags packed. And my husband works on Sunday nights, and so he's like down in the office trying to work slash also participate in bedtime, trying to get the kids to bed and prep for the week. And this past Sunday, it just felt a little bit more than normal. Just stress was higher, overwhelm felt more significant. My to-do list for the week just felt huge, in all honesty, and I felt really tired. And so I was doing that thing that maybe some of us do on Sunday night, which is like, I'm very tired and my anxiety is at a 10, which is not a great combo for a good night's sleep, right? And so I thought, let me address this because the last thing I need is to not sleep on top of feeling overwhelmed before I even begin. So I did my favorite thing. So it's a little shout out. If you do not have the supplement Calm, CALM, it's a magnesium supplement. Scoop of that in tea. Best night's sleep you will ever get in your life. I swear by this supplement. They're not paying me. I just love it. So I made my chamomile tea. I put my Calm in it. I took a shower. I get into bed. And as I got into bed, and I was sort of prepared to be like, my mind is racing. I'm just rewriting this to do list I've already written. I was like a little bit prepared for that feeling. And when I got into bed, I like get into bed. It's a little bit cold in the room. I pull the blanket up. And I just innately had this moment where I was like, I am so happy that I'm about to go to sleep. And I have the whole night ahead of me to sleep. Like, what a luxury. And as I had that thought, I felt like, you know what? This is what I want to bring to our community for a couple of reasons. The first of which is I don't know if this is true for everybody, but I feel like fall is by far the busiest season on the planet. It just feels like there is something every second of every day to be done, to be thought of, to be planned out. And the days are getting a little bit shorter. Slowly, the temperature is dropping. It's getting a little cooler. And we're sort of feeling that sense of like, it's time to come inside. It's time to hunker down and settle into this darker part of the year. And with those two things, I'm so busy and it's time to rest. it felt like a really valuable moment for us to dedicate some time to thinking about how do we set up our rest? Because I know you know the busier we are, the more rest we need, right? The busier we are, the more stillness we need. We have to create that balance for ourselves. And we can write the to do list, we can feel the overwhelm, we can name it, we can jump right into bed and hope that we get a great night's sleep. And many of us won't because we'll do exactly what I just said, which is just like keep rewriting that to do list or thinking of new things to add to the to do list, perhaps. And so, our invitation is what can we do to set ourselves up to sleep? And this is interesting because I know all of you who practice with me know meditation is not innately a sleep practice, right? At least the way that I have been taught and therefore teach is that this is a practice of wakefulness. But the truth is that this practice lives on a spectrum, right? It's not just one pinpoint, this is the box meditation lives in and it never changes. That just can't be true. Meditation is a broad spectrum of practices, all of which serve to support our wakefulness in the world. And many of those pieces of the practice are sleep practices. And so, what we're doing tonight is inviting ourselves to sort of drop or ease our way into sleep or that sort of liminal space right before sleep. And so if you're listening to this and you're in a space where you want to lay down, turn the lights out, and go to sleep, you're welcome to listen and then just go to sleep. You don't have to turn your camera on or speak or anything like that. And if you're not, if you're have things to do this evening or you're listening to this recording later and it's the middle of the day, it serves as a midday rest, as a little mini break in our day to support our nervous system before we continue on our productive journey. Yeah. And so that's it. That's all I'm going to say. We're getting right into the practice this evening. This is inspired by my own practice that I did last night. And of course, it is woven into the natural world around us. So get yourself comfy, settle back in the most comfortable position you possibly can. If you're using this to go to sleep, you could literally get into your sleep position, right? However, that is for you. And if you're wanting just to rest, you might lean back against the wall, the sofa, the chair. Let your arms rest. Perhaps you'll close your eyes or let the skin around the eyes soften. Taking all the time you need to settle your body. Breathing in deeply, gathering up your day thus far, and releasing it with a full breath out. And just give yourself a chance to do that again. Inhaling, gathering up your day, and breathing out to land here. Feel or imagine yourself dropping into this one particular moment. And we'll call attention to the moment, to this practice, simply by saying silently to ourselves, now is my time to meditate. Now is my time to meditate. And as you say those words to yourself, I hope you think in your mind, oh, good. What a gift, what a bit of luxury it is to settle in here for these 20 minutes together. Over the next few breaths, you might just inch by inch feel or imagine yourself softening the body, starting down at the toes and the soles of the feet, letting go through your ankles, your calves, your knees, relaxing any gripping through the thighs, through your hips or your seat. Let go of any gripping in your belly, your chest, inviting the shoulders to soften, letting go of the upper arms, the elbows, the forearms, the wrists, and the fingertips. Relaxing through the throat and the back of the neck, letting go along your jaw, the inside of the cheeks, letting the eyes feel heavy in their sockets, letting the forehead feel smooth and broad, and taking time to feel or imagine yourself dropping deeper inside your own body, as if you are withdrawing a bit from your own edges. Let your breath flow freely. And as we lie here this evening, take a moment to recall a memory of Earth. Earth as soil or stone or wood. Recall a memory of Earth. And allow your body to be cocooned by this memory. Safe and supported by soil, stone, or wood. Feel your breath flow and recall now a memory of water, of rain, river, or hand washing. Recall a memory of water and allow your body to be cleansed by this memory. Allow your body to be cleansed by rain, river, or hand washing. Feel your breath flow. And recall a memory of fire, of candle, of sun, of lightning. Recall a memory of fire and allow this fire to burn the ghosts that haunt you, to burn away the worries of the day through candle, sun, or lightning. Let your breath flow. And recall a moment of air, of wind, of song, of breath. Recall a moment of air and let this memory refresh you through wind, song, or breath. as your breath flows. You let yourself be held by this womb of elements. Held, cleansed, free from fear, refresh. We rest now, about 7 minutes in silence here, safe and supported. a memory of earth, memory of water, a memory of fire, and a memory of air. Held in this womb of elements, we feel our breath. We invite ourselves to feel safe and supported. And perhaps you will wiggle your toes and very slightly deepen your breath. Perhaps you will take a breath in and release a little sigh, allowing this practice to come to an end. You might drift off to sleep. You might choose to open your eyes and move once again. Thank you. Thanks for listening to Our Mindful Nature. If you enjoyed today's episode, please consider sharing it with a friend or leaving me a review wherever you get your podcasts. It helps others to find the show, and let's face it, we could all use a few more meditators in our lives. Our Mindful Nature is recorded on Muskogee land and produced with the support of Brianna Nielsen. Deep gratitude is offered to acoustic ecologists Gordon Hempton and Nick McMahan for the use of their nature field recordings in many of these episodes. To join my live classes, ask questions, or learn about my teacher trainings, please visit merylarnett.com. Thanks again for listening. I'll see you next week.